The very nice silver lining for those of us disappointed in the federal election was that One Nation has had an absolute blinder in the Senate. They've gone, of course, from their current 2 senators from Queensland. They now have 2 more, one coming from New South Wales, one coming from Western Australia. Tyron Whitten is that new senator from Western Australia and joins us now. Congratulations, mate. Welcome to the big stage. How do you feel that you're about to go to the madhouse for 6 years?
Oh, I can't wait, mate. Yeah, it's been a good while coming. A lot of hard work by a lot of people to help get me here. So, yeah, really looking forward to it.
So One Nation in Western Australia has been around for a long time, has produced senators in the past, has members of the upper house after the last state election. It is well and truly no fluke. This is a political movement which has been around for a long time and in Western Australia has been building for the past few years. Did you feel on the campaign trail that you had a bit of momentum behind you?
Absolutely, yeah. Everywhere you go, people listen and they all have the same thoughts as people in One Nation. You don't find anybody that really differs from the beliefs we have when you're out there. I don't know where the people that voted for Labor are. We can't find them.
Yeah, I had a very similar conversation at dinner last night. It's like, hang on, they've got 95 seats downstairs, but you, no. All right, we'll see what happens. Now, tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
Why did you want to get into politics? What was your life before politics?
I had a construction company with my brother, and we did fairly well. So, but he's looked at taking my shares away. So it freed me up to do something I wanted to do. And I always said to my kids, don't complain about something, do something about it. So here I am. I'm having a crack.
So you've seen, particularly again, Malcolm Roberts. Media doesn't ever talk about him, won't interview him for, they don't want to they don't want somebody who's going to, take him on in an interview. But he's been spectacular when it comes to social media, spectacular when it comes to those Senate estimates, asking a whole bunch of questions. Are you going to try to do something similar where, okay, yes, you'll have a chat to me, you'll have a chat to lots of different people, but you know that you can stand out from the crowd by being the one person asking the uncomfortable question?
Look, happy to ask uncomfortable questions. I suggest Malcolm's probably a fair bit more articulate than I am. I come from a construction industry, so I'm probably a bit more of a blunt object. And, I'll come with a lot of passion and tough questions. So, yeah.
Sounds like my kind of guy. At the end of 6 years, what does success look like in terms of a political career going for another 6? What would you like to do? If you only got one shot at it, what's the sort of stuff you'd like to be able to look back on in 6 years' time when we have a conversation about re-election?
Well, yeah, 6 years is a long time, but it'll go pretty quick. So, representing the people of Western Australia, I've listened to a lot of them and I know what they want. They want all the nice things we used to have. Somewhere to put your head at night for starters. But there's so many people, living rough at the moment. So, yeah, there's so many issues in Western Australia, similar to the rest of Australia. I want to make a difference and look back with pride that I had a real go.
Do you get a sense, and I know there's a lot of people, and when we were in Kalgoorlie just a few weeks ago, and I think yourself and Pauline were at the Nullarbor muster, of course, as part of the run home to the election. There's a lot of people who really feel like there's not many rolls of the dice left for a traditional Australia, and that it really matters, and it's about values, and the stakes are getting higher as each month goes by. Do you get that feeling?
Absolutely, yeah. It feels like it's slipping through our fingers, and that's why I'm here. I couldn't sit back and do nothing anymore. So whether I got in or not, it wasn't the thought at the start. It was just I can't sit back and do nothing anymore. And there's so many people desperate for somebody to step up and lead this country and not take us to Armageddon, which feels like where we're going at the moment.
Well, Tyron, I'll give you a free piece of advice, which is stick with the clan that you turn up with when you get down there. Be, suspicious of the people who are not nice. Be really suspicious of the people who are too nice, and just keep your own path. And, yes, cold winter nights, but there'll be plenty of people cheering you on from outside that building, and keep that spirit that you bring into the building as you're there next year, year after year after year after. And again, hopefully a conversation in 6 years' time
Paul.
about going around again. Congratulations, mate. What a huge life achievement. Well done.
Good on you. Thanks, Paul. Cheers, mate.
Good stuff. Tyron Whitten is his name, sorry. The Western Australian Senator for One Nation, heading off to Canberra when Parliament comes back in July. Quick break, back with more here on Paul Murray Live.